welcome to How to Have Fun Cruising. Boy, oh boy, do we got a great video for you today. If you're thinking about booking your next cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras in 2023, you're definitely going to want to watch this full walkthrough and review. That's right, from How to Have Fun Cruising. That's what we're all about, is cruising. And today we've got an awesome walkthrough video. Definitely hit our subscribe button so you can learn more about all these different cruise ships, short excursions, all kinds of tips. And definitely check out our Facebook, Instagram page. And let's talk about the Mardi Gras. Launched in January of 2020. This is one gorgeous ship, 181,000 tons. This one's larger than the typical Carnival cruise ship. That's right, 19 decks and 6,500 max passengers. At double occupancy, it's around 5,200. 2,000 crew on this ship. It is a monster, and it's one beautiful ship. That's right, folks. This ship was actually built in Finland, of all places, and it goes 23 knots or 26 miles per hour. And believe it or not, it's the first ship ever to have a roller coaster. We're going to show you all of that on this video. You're going to absolutely love it. We go from the top to the bottom, deck by deck, front to back, so that when you go on your cruise, you're going to be ready to go. You're going to know the ship. You're going to know where all the restaurants are and where all the activities are. This video is a must-watch if you're booking a cruise on the Mardi Gras, and you'll be so much more prepared. It is a big ship. You want to watch this video all the way to the very end, and we have some tips in there and some really cool footage of all the different areas that you're going to be hanging out. But in any case, lots of food, lots of entertainment, a beautiful ship. And we're going to get started now with the Mardi Gras. Definitely comment down below. Tell us what you think of this ship, if you've been on it, if you're going on it. Tell us what your favorite part of the ship is. And we're looking forward to your comments down below. And let's go ahead and get started with the Mardi Gras. Thanks, Tom. We're going to go ahead and start off with the highest deck. That's right, deck number 19. And up on deck 19, they have what's called the Loft 19. Believe it or not, this is a first for Carnival. They have luxury suites on the Mardi Gras that go way beyond what you have on the other Carnival ships. The Excel Presidential Aft and Corner Suites all have huge wraparound balconies and space for your whole group, and some even have private hot tubs. They're definitely much more expensive, but these are pretty awesome. And what's really cool is all these Excel suites have complimentary access to this special Loft 19 area. In addition, there are Loft 19 cabanas up there where you can get those if you're not one of the suite members, but they run for around $500 a day and can go up to 5 guests. You can book that through Carnival. You do get some perks with that, include a bottle of bubbly, lunch delivery, chilled towels, bottled water. But as you can see, this is a pretty schwanky place. So let's get down to deck number 18, where the rest of us can hang out, and they've got the Serenity. So this is the no kids area that you've come to love on some of the other Carnival ships. And no question about it, they've done a nice job here. They've laid out a lot of extra real estate for all the normal passengers, super friendly service, really nice loungers to hang out on, a little pool, and as you can see, it is quite nice. Throughout our entire cruise, even though we weren't at capacity, we were about 70%. The fact of the matter is there was always seats available. Most of the time, room in the jacuzzis, not a problem. And a lot of people didn't even get up in this area. So this was a really nice treat, I think, for anybody without kids to go up there and hang out. And if you go to the front of that Serenity area, you still have access and can see down to the main pool area with all the different activities and everything going on. We had a blast. But overall, definitely check that out when you're on the cruise. All right, so if we step down now to deck number 17, you can see here that you've got Club O2, Guy's Burger Joint, and a bunch of other things. And as you can tell, it didn't take us long to find Guy's Burger Joints, and we were trying to do this walkthrough tour for everyone, which takes a lot of work. But this Guy's Burger is a lot more square footage that you've seen on the other ships. It's like triple the size. And let's hear what Alice has to say. Alice, we're supposed to be doing the walkthrough video for everyone.
Well, if you want me to have energy for that, I need this.
All right, Guy's Burger. We couldn't even make it 3 floors, and we had to stop and get some Guy's Burger and fries.
Good.
Carnival exclusive. All right, you get your Guy's Burger, but I had to get my ice cream. Let's go check out the middle of the ship up on deck 17. Hey, after that little break, it was time to head up to the ultimate playground. That's right, towards the back of the ship. You got to go back upstairs. That's right, to deck number 18. And boy, oh boy, do they got a lot of games. The rope course, they've got all kinds of activity. They've even got a jogging track. This was probably the biggest surprise. It's a pretty small track, 1 lane. Definitely okay, but not as good as some ships. However, the basketball area, along with the volleyball and everything else, this was better than most ships, and lots of room to play basketball. It was never crowded. Obviously, everyone's aware we've got the very first Bolt roller coaster ever on a cruise ship, and boy oh boy was it a lot of fun. We did it and we had a blast. Great kids area with the pool and the slides, no question about it, just beautifully done, and a great overall putt-putt course. Really nice, probably not as big as some of the super ships, but nicer than most of the ships. Overall, we were really impressed with the ultimate playground on the Mardi Gras. Really nice job with this. Again, the ultimate playground is on deck 18 and 19, and the only way to get there is coming up from deck 17 towards the back of the boat. Carnival did a remarkable job on the Mardi Gras. There's really no other Carnival ship that has that many activities. This is a look off the back of the Mardi Gras from the ultimate playground area. You can see the next floor down, which is 17, looking down at deck 16 here. You've got the jacuzzis, the pool in the middle, but we'll step down 1 floor back to 17, and this is the area for the Club O2, 15 to 17-year-olds. They've got it made. It's right next to the arcade. Guy's Burger, as we mentioned before, Guy's Burger is like 4 times the size of Guy's Burger on the other ships. They just went all out here, so really nice. You've also got swirls, all your ice creams right there, coffee, drinks, everything you need. And then as you walk off that area, you're back to the middle opening where the Lido Deck is, and the main pool and jacuzzis and all of those activities. So overall, a really slick layout. The ultimate playground, just throw the kids up there and they can be up there all day. Also, right next to that, you have the warehouse arcade, and boy, oh boy, this arcade's deceiving. Once you get in there, it just goes and goes and goes. Tons of games, activities that they've got in there. Really impressed with the size of this arcade. Your kids are going to love that. So lots to do on the Mardi Gras. They didn't spare any expense. The arcade is probably twice the size as it is on the other ships, and we'll give the kids a view of all the different games in there to get them excited about the cruise. If you've got this thing booked, and they're gonna see one of their favorite games in here. They've got a little bit of everything. That's right. So from here, you've got to head back down to deck number 16, and we'll go down to deck 16 now, and we'll show you that particular layout. On deck 16, there's a lot going on also, believe it or not. And this is where you have all of your Lido marketplace and your street eats, and there's also some staterooms up front. But overall, this is the back of deck 16. As I mentioned, you got the 2 big jacuzzis, the pool that falls off to the back, beautiful views to the back of the ship. Really, really nice. And you can look down, all the way down to the pool, obviously, And you can also see the layout there is super nice, but really spectacular views off the back of the ship. So you walk towards the middle of the ship from the back of the ship. That's right, Big Chicken. Everybody was talking about Big Chicken and Shaq's new restaurant here on the Carnival Mardi Gras. And boy, oh boy, was this a popular one. I think there was more people here most of the time than even Guy's Burgers, but no question about it, outstanding chicken. They had all kinds of fried chicken and sandwiches, and it was just the cool place to go. Very novel, great food, and we had a great time there for sure. So as you continue to walk towards the center of the ship, you actually go into the Lido Marketplace. And boy, oh boy, is this very different than the other Carnival ships. They did a fantastic job with this. There's a lot of sections to it, a lot more privacy in the different dining areas, really elegantly designed. They have more of an island type atmosphere for the food versus a straight line buffet. However, you are able to get all your own food. And overall, the food was outstanding. You got breakfast, lunch, dinner. Everything is in here, as you know. And so that was very similar. It was just the layout, the atmosphere, super cool.
Breakfast, the food is really good.
Yeah, it's great. It's a beautiful dining area. We really enjoyed it, and we were pretty impressed. We didn't expect it to be so nice. And give credit to Carnival. They really, really upgraded this area of the ship, if you will. But overall, you walk towards the center. You've got your bathrooms there, and then you head right out onto the Lido Deck. Very similar to other Carnival cruise lines. Activities every single hour, it seemed like, on the Lido Deck. We had a ball, and as you can see here, you've got the big giant screen TV where they play movies and have all kinds of updates, beautiful jacuzzi, pool, all kinds of dancing. One of the things that really separates Carnival from all the other cruise lines is the amount of fun you have on the ship. I don't think there's really any other cruise line that comes close, to be honest. We had a blast, tons of dancing, tons of activities. The cruise director was absolutely phenomenal. He did a wonderful job, and there was always something going on, like we talked about. So if you've got kids, or you like to have fun, or you like to dance, our recommendation is Carnival Cruise Line. We always have a great time on their cruise ships from start to finish. And the Lido Deck area is just fantastic, as you can see here. Continue to go towards the front of the ship. You have the Red Frog Tiki Bar, and they have a double-decker bar on the Mardi Gras. This thing is huge, and obviously a highlight of the Mardi Gras ship design. Really great job with this. But one of the things that we were just super impressed with was this street eats area, and it starts off with the seafood shack. You do have to pay there, but they had some awesome dishes. But then you have this time fries, and that was all free. Every day something different, and it was like exactly what they say, street eats. And here you can see you had the Sweet Dream, and every day they had dumplings or some oriental dish. And then you have the Mad Sizzle, and they had Thai food and noodles and all kinds of cool things. And quite honestly, it was very addicting. We had a great time going there towards lunch, and half the time we ended up going in this area for lunch because they always had something different, pad thai, and it was really, really good, and the food was extra tasty. All, make to order right there, and it's called Street Eats. Definitely check that out when you're on the boat. I think you'll enjoy that. So right across from the Street Eats area, on the same Lido Deck, you have the all-time favorite. That's right, the Blue Iguana Cantina. And that's a favorite for many people. They've got all the tacos, burritos, salsa bar, lots of great stuff. And the food is outstanding. That's free of charge. just like you've seen some of them on some of the other Carnival ships. So that pretty much wraps up deck number 16, and you can see that you have staterooms for the rest of the ship all the way to the front. So we're going to drop down to deck number 15, and you can see that's all stateroom. Deck number 14, that's once again all rooms, so nothing going on there. Deck number 12, same situation, all rooms. And then for deck number 11, same situation, all rooms again. So you can see there's plenty of rooms on this particular ship. And then you get down to deck number 10, once again, all rooms. So there's a ton of staterooms. Deck number 9, that's right, all staterooms again. This is a big ship like we talked about. And then when you get to deck number 8, boy, oh boy, is there a lot going on down here. So the next couple of decks are exciting, so you're going to want to stick with this video and check them out. And we're going to start, that's right in this section here, and walk you all the way through it. It is all kinds of different things going on here, and you're going to be really impressed. So let's go ahead and get started with the whole Havana Bar area and the Havana Suites area. This is really nice. Obviously, they've got some great music in here in the evenings, great bar, really well decorated. As you can see here, this was a popular hangout in the evenings for salsa and those kind of things. And then if you do have one of the Havana Suites, you get a band and you're able to go out in this area here, and you actually have your own little private bar section. And these are what the suites look like from the outside, which you can see is completely different than the typical balconies that you would normally get, and it's different. It's really cool. We thought it was pretty interesting, so there's definitely some videos on that. We did a spa room, as you saw earlier in this, and we're going to have a separate video on that and some of the perks of that room with its own private elevator. But the big hit on this floor was Chabang. That's right, Chinese, Mexican food. What a crazy combo, but outstanding food. We really had a great time in here. And again, that's what's so hard about this ship. This food's all free, so you don't typically sit in the dining room. If there's one ship where you get the anytime dining, it's definitely the Mardi Gras, because there's so many restaurants to take advantage of. And this was a great one. We really enjoyed it, had a lot of fun, great food. They had entertainment in there. And then as you can see, you come right out to Grand Central, and here's the Dream Studios. This is where you can get the fancy pictures done. And so if you're on a honeymoon or newly married, that's a great place to get set up. And then the Grand Central area here, just phenomenal. 3 stories, all digital backgrounds. It was super impressive. Phenomenal shows. I mean, every single night, just incredible shows. And mind you, these are shows going on at the very same time you have shows going on in the theater, and then you've got the comedy club and everything else going on. So it's just remarkable about the amount of entertainment. And here's A-Train, one of our buddies that we've met on multiple ships, one of the comedians, and he's outstanding. Definitely want to check him out. But again, all kinds of great shows. We're going to do a tips video on the Mardi Gras, and we're going to show you some of the shows you definitely don't want to miss. There's some great shows. But overall, this is the top floor, and then you have here, as you can see, just an awesome, that's right, your classic Japanese steakhouse, if you will. And this was booked every night. There is a charge in this particular restaurant. Great food. There's also a sushi bar, and there's a minor charge in here also. But some great sushi. If you love sushi, you got a little bit of both. You got the steakhouse, you got the sushi restaurant. So definitely you're going to want to check them out. Here's a menu there. You can freeze it and take a look at that. But they did a great job. Some nice boats. Got all your tuna, salmon, you name it, they got it. And it was really, really good. We tried it at one of the lunches. from the Grand Central Station. Then you get into all the shopping areas, and they got plenty of shopping, that's for sure, on this ship. So you can buy jewelry, watches, you name it, they got it. All the Carnival, different type of souvenir shops. And as you can see, this is a big area in here, and it is really beautiful the way they designed it. And this is in the middle of the ship, and again, it's called Grand Central. You're definitely going to want to check it out. So as we head to the back of the boat, lots to see and do. So here's the normal picture area, and of course, they're taking pictures every evening. Everything is digital here, so easy to find your pictures, and it's Pixels Photo Gallery, and just a real upgrade from what you've seen on other ships. Obviously, they have everything, but this was the highlight for Alice. Her being Italian, was having an Italian restaurant, no charge. And on our tips video, we'll highlight, and we'll go ahead and give you the tip on this too. But the first formal night, these guys have lobster in the Italian restaurant. Here's a picture of the original Mardi Gras. But the food was phenomenal in here. We ended up going back 2 nights to this restaurant, and we really enjoyed it. And as you can see, here's the lobster that we had. You got all kinds. This is a pistachio pasta that Alice absolutely loved. And we had a great time. It was really, really good food and great service. One of our favorite waitresses was in that restaurant. But right outside that restaurant, the Italian theme doesn't end. You have all of your pizza, and they serve that all around the clock, as you know, on Carnival. And the pizza was outstanding. We really enjoyed it, and it's always a nice break in the middle of the night or after some comedy shows or late nights. You can stop there. And as you can see, it's just beautiful, the design of the ship. They did a great job in this area, and you could even take your pizza outside. This is an area a lot of people didn't even realize existed, but there's a whole dining area right outside the pizza parlor that you can eat outside without the mask. It's really nice. And you can see here you've got some great, beautiful glass staircases. So the Sea Grill here, this is a seafood restaurant, outstanding. You're familiar with the Steakhouse. This is more for the seafood. There is an upcharge here. Really elegant restaurant. And all the reviews were outstanding on this, and just some great dishes every single evening in there. Lots of fresh fish. And if you're in the seafood, this is definitely a place you're going to want to check out. And they just have a great crew there. On the adventure side, this is all your shore excursions. What's so nice now is you can do those right off your app. You don't even need to go down there. You can book your shore excursions on the app on the cruise ship. Here was our itinerary. Obviously, we hit the Bahamas, Dominican, Grand Turk.
Welcome to the Mardi Gras.
This is awesome.
And this was customer service. Because everything was so automated with the apps and the setup was so great, the fact of the matter is you could get the customer service without much issue. But the Pig and Anchor, what a surprise this was. You got your own little microbrewery. Carnival knocked it out of the park with this. They know their audience. But barbecue, fresh beer, sampler beer platters, all your sports screens. They had everything in this area, and obviously a liquor store with everything you need. But you can see you had all the football games going on down here. Really cool ice cream stand set up. And this is a popular area of the ship, and you can see why. The food was phenomenal. The drinks were phenomenal. Everything about this was so well done by Carnival. And they even had a little game area in the back of it, on the back of the ship. And you could walk right back out to the smaller pool looking off the back of the ship. And boy, oh boy, is it beautiful out there. I mean, just gorgeous the way they had this set up. And just super impressive. You can see they put a lot of thought into this design of the Mardi Gras. And then they have an outdoor bar out there. And you can also eat the barbecue out on the side of the ship from the back of the ship also. They had these cool loungers in the pool, as you can see there. And it was beautiful. I mean, really, really impressive overall, we loved it. It was just a great, great design. And as you can see here, just loungers everywhere, just so well done compared to, you know, a lot of ships that are out there. This is back to the outside area of the barbecue restaurant area. And as you can see here, you can get all your different dishes, sides, and eat outdoors also. So a lot of people didn't even realize this was out there. I mean, the ship is so big. There's all these nooks and crannies where there's a lot of great food. And another big tip is, you know, go there the first night and they actually have a fillet as part of that, and that's free. So great place to check out for sure. A lot of extra shots here because this is a new area of the ship, and we wanted everyone to see that. And this was really, really well done. And the Heroes Tribute Lounge was super cool too. So with that, as you can see, we're on deck 8 number, and we're going to head on down to deck number 7. That's right, deck number 7. And we're going to come off the back of the ship with the Palm Restaurant, head towards the front of the ship, go by the Steakhouse, back to Grand Central, all the way up through the casino and to the theater. So we're going to walk you through there now. Here's the Palm Restaurant. So there's 3 floors to this restaurant. This is kind of like your main dining area that you would have on most ships. They do have it separated for the anytime diners and the people that are fixed time on the different floors. But once again, the same type of experience you would expect at a normal main dining hall of a Carnival Cruise Line. They did a great job though. Great entertainment. All the singing, you know, every day there was something going on there. But quite honestly, with all the restaurants on the ship, we only ate in there twice. That's right, twice. That was it. Next is the Fahrenheit Steakhouse, and boy, oh boy, was this a great steakhouse. We really enjoyed it. Great atmosphere, and no question about it, some excellent steaks. The filet was amazing. Everything was great. Probably the finest restaurant on the boat. Outstanding, very similar to what you get on some of the steakhouses on the other Carnival cruise ships, but just really high quality food, great steaks. You can see here an awesome layout, and we were really impressed. Great wine selection. If you're in the wine, we were surprised all the different wine you could get on this ship, and we really, really enjoyed it. So as we head towards the front of the ship, you can see here, it's beautiful. You can see down the floor below us at the bistro, and we'll show you that in a minute. You've got the Alchemy Bar, where they make you all kinds of cool drinks, really unique drinks. That's very popular also on some of the other Carnival ships. And then you have the lounge. There's comedy acts in there, dancing later in the evening. This is a little smaller than what most people expect for the comedy shows, but we'll show you later on in the main theater, they kind of mix it up. They have comedy shows in here all during the evening, and then once in a while they'll have comedy shows in the big theater. But the amount of shows they had and the amount of comedians were just remarkable. Something like 55 comedy shows during the cruise ship. So you got bathrooms in there, and then obviously you've got the more of the Carnival store there, where you have got all the souvenirs and the shops in this area also. Lots of cool stuff, lots of souvenirs, and then the casino. And the casino's deceiving. When you first go in, you don't feel like it's that big, but it just goes on and on and on and on. It's actually very large, and it's actually stretches for a big part of the ship. But it tends to be on the one side because you have the Grand Central on the other side. So, but lots of tables, lots of slots. So no worries if you're a gambler. A huge casino, and a lot of different slot machines there. We were pretty impressed with the selection of slot machines and tables that they had with this casino. So you won't be disappointed. We're showing you a lot of the shots here so you can kind of see what they have. But overall, a huge casino, and this thing got packed every night. There was a ton of people in there. As you know, this was filmed in January of 2022, so smoking wasn't allowed, and you had to have your mask on if you weren't drinking, obviously. So with that, we'll swing through the casino and head back towards the theater. So as you exit the casino on deck number 7, you can see here there's a big, beautiful bar. You're on the second story of the Grand Central Theater area, and then down all the way at the end of the ship, you've got the Mardi Gras Theater, and this is a gorgeous theater, tons of seating. They had some great shows, great digital background, a lot of, really impressive sound system. You can tell that it's a new ship. I mean, it had the latest and greatest. Here's, like I was telling you, the Punchliner, where they did some comedy during the ship. And on our tips video, we'll tell you what shows you don't want to miss there at the main theater also. So as we lower down to deck number 6, we'll show you that, going from the front of the ship back to the back of the ship. And again, there's Mardi Gras Theater on deck number 6. And you can actually go down the hall to get there. But right next to the theater is the spa. And boy, oh boy, this is a watch out. You can spend a lot of money. This is the Cloud9 Spa. Liche absolutely loved the spa. And another very interesting layout, different than what you typically see. When you come in, you don't feel like it's as big as some of the other spas. And then the next thing you know, you're going down this hall, you're going over here. As you can see, you're coming over here. It's 2 stories. So with the spa rooms, they were great. You got free gifts, you got bands, so you could go down to the thermal spa area anytime you wanted. You had a private elevator. We're going to do a whole video on that. But you can see the lockers were great, tons of towels. Lots of free weights, a lot of people that want to know these walkthroughs, what kind of, workout club they have. But, all latest and greatest equipment, little bit of everything, no issue there whatsoever. You can take a look at the treadmills, just a ton of them. And overall, just a great spa area. They have a little bit of everything, saunas, the whirlpools, great massages, obviously the salon. As she walks us down here, you can see this is the salon area where you can get your hair cut, nails done, you name it, pedicure. But overall, the Cloud9 Spa is fantastic. I think anybody that gets on this ship, you're going to want to book some fun and check it out. It's pretty awesome. This is the thermal spa area. It comes free with the spa rooms. Obviously, you got steam rooms in here that are really nice. They've got aroma steam room. They've got the sauna. They've got all these specialty showers, if you will, steam showers. They've got the heated beds. They've got the little whirlpool and pool section. But overall, really nice. And these heated beds are so nice to just lay out. Great massage area where you can get different massages. You can see Alice just loved hanging out in the spa. And like I mentioned, if you do get a spa room, as you can see here, there's only 2 buttons, 17 and 5. So you get your own private elevator right on down. You just walk in. You don't have to check in. Really nice showers there, as you can see, tons of towels. Just a really great layout with all of everything you really need is there. Showers, here's a picture of the sauna or video of the sauna. So with that, you have the Punchliner Comedy Club. And once again, you have comedy shows in this area. This is a little smaller also than what people are used to. But, once again, they had so many shows. So there was plenty of opportunities to get in there and see one of your favorite comedians. And they had some great comedians for sure. Then you have the Piano Bar 88. And this is a really classy piano bar. A little bit different design than some of the other cruise ships. Similar but different. But we had a great time in there. Like always, the piano bar is always a big hit. And you can always ask your favorite piano bar guy to play that song, Where's Alice? And that's always a crowd pleaser. But as you can see here, you have the Java Blue Cafe. That's a big time favorite if you want your latte, your cappuccino, and all kinds of great desserts and cupcakes and all kinds of cool things that you can eat. Cookies, you name it, they've got it there. There is a cost to some of that stuff, but overall, great layout. And this is right outside the main theater there in the Grand Central. Cherry on top is same as all Carnival ships. You've got the big candy store. Try to keep the kids out of there; they'll bankrupt you. But a great little candy store. And then you have what's called the French Quarter. And this is such a cool area. I mean, beautiful bar, really nicely laid out, live music, just a great design, and not very, you don't typically see this on a Carnival cruise ship. This was high, very elegant and high end, very nice feel to it. They just went all out with this design, and just a nice place to sit back and relax for sure. All right, we had another great night here on the Mardi Gras with Carnival, and boy, oh boy, did they have the activities. They've got the shows and they've got the chow. Tonight we did the chef's dinner. You're going to love this. If you get the opportunity, sign up for it earlier. It was magnificent. Lots of courses, great dessert, great wine, great everything. It was fantastic. We highly recommend it. The shows just continue on. Whether or not you're in the main theater, the comedy shows, they even have, as you guys know with Carnival, the outdoor theater to watch your favorite movie. And I tell you what, we've been so impressed with the Mardi Gras. We hope you love this video. We're going to show you some more now. Sit back and enjoy this great ship. So from there, as you can see, we're back at the main Grand Central. Now we're on the bottom floor of that 3-story theater, which is on the side of the ship. Actually, these digital backgrounds move up and down and actually go into the floor, and it's a full glass out to the sea, which is pretty remarkable. They've got inch of gold, so if you want some jewelry, you can get it. All kinds of jewelry stores around this area and accessories. Just great shops for sure to check out. But whatever you need, fragrances, purses, watches, you got all of that down on floor 6 too. But this French Quarter, pretty cool. Live bands as you come down the other side of the ship, and you'll come back through here. As you can see, you've got the nice bar set up, and just a really cool design. Fortune Teller is the name of that bar, and that was very popular. And then you have the bistro over here. They had all kinds of food, some seafood, as you can see on the side of this. So another place you could eat. This was there was a cost to this food, but excellent seafood for sure. We tried that out once. Fantastic. No question about it. The food on this ship, the selection, it's just remarkable. Everywhere you went, there was restaurants and shows, and you just couldn't, get enough of it. And then finally, the Carnival Kitchen. That's right. I mean, you could go in there and get your cooking lessons. It's on our tips video, we'll show you what we did in there. It was a lot of fun. Then you have the Palm Restaurant, which is the main dining. They just name it differently on the bottom floor. But absolutely beautiful. Great place to go. Don't forget your brunches. We'll talk about that on the tip video also during the middle of the day. A lot of people forget that that's open. Okay, from there we're going to drop down to deck number 5. That's right. And as you can see from deck number 5, there's mainly staterooms all the way across. You got the bottom floor of the Cloud9 Spa that we've already showed you, so we'll skip that. But as you can see, one of the cool things with the staterooms on the Mardi Gras is everyone seems to just want to decorate their door. And we wanted to show you this so that if you're going on a cruise, you can think about what you're going to do to decorate your door. But it seems to be more popular on the Mardi Gras than it is on the other ships that we've been on. So many doors were decorated, as you can see here, and it just made for kind of a festive atmosphere. Even the people that you can see there, we had hidden bears and you name it. So deck number 4, let's talk about that. Camp Ocean, Dr. Seuss Family Harbor Lounge. So they have some special suites down there, the Family Harbor. There's actually a hidden ironing room down there that you want to take advantage of, but some great little areas to lay out and hang out. Dr. Seuss area is a popular one for the kids, obviously. And then you got Camp Ocean. That's right. As you know, this is for all 3 age groups, ages 2 to 5 on the penguins, 6 to 8 on the stingrays, and 9 to 11 on the sharks. You definitely want to check and see if those are open with the current situation. Deck number 3, let's take a look at that. And as you can see, not a lot going down on deck 3 except for the medical center and your embarkation areas. So here's your medical center, really nice. If you're not feeling well, you're definitely going to want to check that out. But overall, as you can see, this is one fantastic ship. The lighting at night is spectacular. Look at these staircases out on the Lido Deck, the pool, the jacuzzis. This is just one beautiful ship. I really got to give Carnival a lot of credit. They did a fantastic job on the Mardi Gras. So we hope you enjoyed this video from How to Have Fun Cruising. No question about it. This was an awesome cruise ship. Comment down below. What do you think of the Mardi Gras? Have you been on the new celebration? What do you think of these big ships versus the small ships? What was your favorite part of the Mardi Gras? Do you have a cruise coming up on the Mardi Gras? Comment down below, and thank you so much for watching How to Have Fun Cruising.